this time. Yes, she's already cannonball.
We take all the votes. Heather, are you okay to call for votes? Sure.
Okay.
So like, yes, so Fraser.
Do a roll call. Did you get your agenda wrong?
Yeah.
No. I mean, but I didn't want to really have to like go back across.
They added new staff.
Back up a little
further calls for that.
Yeah, back right into the. You mean Rick?
Or
The young guy.
Laura, did you hear that?
I can hear you.
Okay. Did you hear what we were just talking about?
I did not. No, I didn't hear that.
Okay, well, according to Kelsey, we're going to have to start taking votes by roll call. So we'll call out your individual for each vote. Okay.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
According to Kelsey, we're going to have to start taking votes by roll call. So we'll call out each individual board member's name.
Oh, okay.
Please go your name.
So I hear my name and then say aye.
Yeah.
If that's how you
Okay.
vote.
Or you can vote no. Throw a monkey.
It's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's 5 o'clock. We call this meeting of June 1st, 2021 meeting to order. Freeman Park Board. First item on the agenda is the approval of the May 18th, 2021 minutes. All the board members should have gotten that in their email packets. Anybody have any additions or corrections? Okay. Hearing none, need a motion to approve these minutes. Second. Been moved by Mr. Burton, seconded by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, will do a roll call. Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
And I am an aye also. Motion carries. Second item on the agenda is the attorney report.
The first item for consideration is consideration of a rental agreement with Sunbelt. That's for various equipment for the 2021 Freedom Festival. And the total cost for that will be $3,721.96.
Any questions?
Same old, right?
It's been scaled down a lot from 2019. So it is a very much a press version of that. Sunbelt's been very accommodating.
Rob, do we always have 2 generators?
We typically have about 7 or 8 generators. Some of the large diesel generators. Yeah.
Any other questions, comments from the board? Okay. Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the rental agreement with Sunbelt Rentals for this year's Freedom. So moved. Second.
Second.
Good move by Mr. Dietrich, second by Mr. Burke. All those in favor, Mr. Burke.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
And I'm aye. Also, motion carries.
Second item for consideration is a contract for advertising services with Grow Local Media. That's the Southside Times. And that is for advertising services for the city of Greenwood and for a total of $5,250.
So for your packet, should have outlined kind of the products and narrative of what this offering is. Basically, the Center Grove icon would be looking at distribution of over 12,000 homes. It's a direct mail, and it's a monthly. Comes out about mid-month. Again, we would be focusing in on Freedom Festival, Fieldhouse, Spring Springs Concert Series, and other varied summer events. In addition to that, the Southside Times has around published every Thursday. We're looking at over 17,500 copies for that. And again, the same applicable events as mentioned for the Center Grove icon. Each of those would be printed and published in such a way that the viewer would want to take them out or put them on the refrigerator or the tape board or the pin board. So there would be scheduling on their events, Freedom Festival, concert series. So they would give them good marketing opportunities for all of our programs throughout the summer.
We've done this before.
We've done very similar things like this before. Yes.
Wasn't there a Greenwood Times?
Side challenge.
Well, yeah, I remember that, but I thought for a while there was a Greenwood.
Yeah, there is still the Greenwood. There's the Center Grove magazine, and there's a Greenwood one as well. It's free there, right there.
Yeah.
So, always done. Here we go. That is absolutely lovely. That's great. And I'll all sign it.
Rob, does the Southside Times have a social media network going? If they do, is any of our advertisements being placed on those? Or?
We will ask that. It's a really good question if they are kind of co-mingled with their print for social media. I'm not sure that, I don't know about this one. I do know this is for the print, and whether that crosses over into the digital realm, I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes and miss the anyone.
So Grow Local Media represents.
Yeah.
So we're approving 3,500.
So it should be a total of 52.
$5,350.
And so you guys know the various funding sources for this would be our non-recurring funds or SNR. So events most likely fund the majority of this.
So we are approving this for the Grow Local Media Group.
Correct.
Any other questions or comments from the board? Okay, hearing none, need a motion to approve the use agreement with the Grow Local Media marketing, Grow Local Media for advertising at the Southside Times and the Center Grove icon.
So moved.
Moved in second.
Second?
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Ms. Kennedy. All those in favor? Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Next item for consideration is that a use agreement with David Mandelbaum, and that is for the Long State Pickleball Tournament. And they would like to use Craig Park for pickleball courts exclusively, and also the surrounding area in Craig Park next to the pickleball courts. And all donations would go to the Alzheimer's Association of Vienna. He's looking for July 9th, 2022, from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. And then again on July 10th, 2022, from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
I've been in pretty extensive contact with Dr. Middleball for several months now. He's been advised that he's going to do an event like this, that he needs to be well in advance to think ahead. He is certainly doing that in this case. We don't foresee any issues with this. He was initially going to do it over 3 days. I could speak with him on the phone. I discussed with him our concerns with taking a public amenity and monopolizing it like that. And so he has actually struck the event down to be very compromising. Goes for a great cause for the Alzheimer's. Yeah, I see no problem with the proper legal documentation. We should be in good shape. We have a request though, when we do events like this, they end up doing the event permit, and then they go to us for rentals as well. We don't necessarily have a categorical itemized area where it says not-for-profit fees in our rental agreements. So asking the park board to consider for this event, that is for not-for-profit, at a 50% deduction or rental rate that we would be able to give to them.
This could be pretty big, you know.
Could be, yeah. Especially since he's one of those few events that this person's actually giving us a lot of lead time, so they can market it a lot.
Do you know how many teams he wants to try to get?
I have absolutely no idea. They're still in the beginning phases. I think he's doing a great thing by blocking the time out now. I think he can start. We can start infilling it. Yeah.
Are we still planning ours this year?
Yep. End of August.
August?
So you're asking to lower his speeds by 50%?
Yeah, because normally we don't have in our price structure, we don't have a not-for-profit rental rate. So because it's a special consideration, I'd ask for you guys to consider having 50% discounted rate for the rental.
Would not charging him, would that create a problem?
It's precedent.
Yeah, I understand. In your opinion, would it create a problem we don't want?
It's precedent.
Thank you, Mr. President.
What's the regular rate?
Off the top of my head, it's like $65 for 2 hours.
And then 200 per court per day.
So how many courts?
There's 7.
7 courts.
1,400 a day, 2 days, 2,800. We do it for 14. It's a good cause.
It is.
And I appreciate the fact that it's coming in so early. You gotta appreciate it.
Very much so. Yeah. If you guys want to consider rental fee waiving it, that's entirely up to the board.
No, I don't want to start it. I just
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're gonna have a 50/50 raffle too?
Yep. Sounds like it. So that whole gaming license, all that will be on that organization.
I think he's going to go beyond 200 feet.
I would agree. Over those many.
Well, I mean, his estimate is pretty low.
Yeah.
Any talk of food trucks and that, or
Yes.
One to two food trucks.
Will he have alcohol? Do you know?
I did not include anything.
Well, I don't see it here, that's why.
He hasn't said anything about that.
Looking ahead, what would that be all right? Or?
That is entirely up to you, and if they agree on a use agreement, as that language.
you come back. What's that?
Yeah, he could.
It's further.
He's got a year.
No, I say the term precedent. There is precedent there for that.
I remember last meeting, we had some discussion about food trucks. And are you gonna build something to be your standardized?
Yes, yes. So we're gonna start including that they have to stay on paved parking lot areas unless you specifically allow for them to park somewhere else.
So when these events have a food truck, are we charging the food truck vendor a fee as well?
No, it's part of their.
It's all part of it.
That's correct.
And then the Parks Department doesn't get any percentage from any of that.
No.
They do have to pay the city though. So they will, so in order to operate a food truck in the city, they have to get a permit. So they do pay a permit fee to the city in order to do that.
So for instance, beverage tax.
And the food beverage tax.
So for instance, the rental we for last month was something west side. So I want to bring up food truck, they have to go and get that permit. Just like everybody else.
Correct.
Yeah, so they would get one whole year.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually Fred's office that.
Any other questions or comments on the board?
Are are we gonna need to approve the reduction in fees separately?
Yes.
I thought we would approve the use agreement with this Mr. or Dr. Mandelbaum, 50%.
The use agreement is kind of separate from the rental.
Okay. So we
Rental
we need to.
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, anything else? Okay, need a motion to approve the use agreement with Dr. David Mandelbaum for the long stay pickle tournament next July. Craig Park. So moved. Second.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich and seconded by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kendall.
Aye.
And I also say carries. And now we'll need a motion to approve renting the pickleball courts at Craig Park next July to Dr. Mandelbaum at a 50% reduction rental rate. So moved. Been moved, need a second.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich and seconded by Mr. Burton. All those in favor, Mr. Burton. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
And I'm an aye also. Carries.
Next item for consideration is a use agreement with MTD Investments, and that's for the placement of their ATMs at the 2021 Freedom Freedom Festival. So they're looking to drop those off on June 25th of 2021 and return to pick them up June 27th of 2021.
We've done these.
And there's no fee for the city.
There's no fee. I help them coordinate where they go in Craig Park per hour they usually out.
Questions or comments?
We're looking at the ATMs. I know there's several dropped off, and they always do. It's just like a convenience for everybody.
It is. Yeah, because some of those food vendors we have there, some may not have card compatibility, so allows them to get cash out.
And we've never charged a fee to have these before.
Back in the day when we first started this. But that's
Yeah. They, the ATM, obviously, the ATM are getting their service fees. That's how they're.
Has there been any talking of Freedom Fest being cashless?
Not this stage. No.
I didn't mean to plant that seed. I was just thinking about the final.
That'll happen one day, I'm sure.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, I need a motion to approve the use agreement with MTD Investments for Freedom Festival ATMs.
So moved.
Been moved. Get a second.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, seconded by Ms. Kennedy. All those in favor, Mr. Burton.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
I'm an aye also. Motion carries.
Last item for consideration is an independent contractor agreement with Ms. Chia Bush, who shall be teaching yoga for the city of Greenwood beginning in June.
Standard contract use for subcontractors.
Yes. She'll be an independent contractor, and there's also language in regards to she has subcontractors that would work for her as well, and they would have to do background checks. And she would be responsible for insurance. That was it. You just do that.
She's new to us.
She is. Yeah, we met with her, I think last week. Has been doing, you guys have approved rentals for her to do that way. It just fiscally wasn't her to do it that way on a rental basis. Her following is, she's getting a following. So she emailed us last week before and asked what her options were. When we laid out the options, what she could do, this seemed to like fit what she needed to do with where she was going with the program. So she wanted to have it more often during the months. She just wanted to turn it from a 1 month program to a 4-time-a-month program in her fall is growing. So the independent agreement kind of fit her. She'd be able to make more benefit from the board than a rental.
This is just standard yoga. There's no specialty things like goat yoga or any of those kind of things.
There, no go yoga.
That's
pretty darn popular.
Yeah.
It's really popular.
Yeah, no, standard yoga. She's interested in Saturday mornings. We kind of indicated that public would be probably the best time for her to hit it Saturday mornings. So that's basically what she's looking for doing.
We're always looking for programs.
We are. So that's it.
Okay, any other questions, comments? Hearing nothing, I need a motion to approve the independent contractor contract with Sheila Bush to have yoga lessons at the community center.
So moved.
Been moved in second.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Burton, second by Mr. Dietrich. All those in favor, Mr. Burton,
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich,
Aye.
Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Motion carries. Thank you, Kelsey. Fourth. Greg is here. Thanks for being here.
Did send out the financials a little earlier today. Hopefully everybody had a chance to see them. Starting with the Parks and Rec Operating Fund, Fund 204. You can see right now we are spending more than what we brought in, but that's because we haven't gotten our property tax roll that comes in June. So we'll see that hit in June. We'll also see the Freedom Springs admission numbers jump quite a bit in June. So I'm not worried at all about that fund. The next one, the Food and Beverage Tax Fund. We banked $365,000 this year since the beginning of the year, so we're in good shape there. Park S&R, we're running ahead $224,000 right now. I would point out that a big chunk of that is due to youth programs being prepaid. We'll start spending out of that youth programs line, and you'll see that probably balance out a little more. Then finally, our park impact fee, running a little bit behind receipts, but we're actually up as of this time from 2020 in our park impact fees collected. Plus with what we've got going on at 523 Madison, that'll be a big boost to our impact fee numbers as well.
The S&R special events account, we spent quite a bit of that.
Once the concerts start hitting, that's all that happens.
Anybody gonna hit with Greg? Okay, Greg, thank you for being here. Good seeing you. Next item on the agenda is the aquatics. Brooke is here and Rob's also here.
Well, opening went really well, I thought. Yesterday went really well, I thought. Weather was obviously a little too cold for us on Saturday and Sunday. So Rob and I had discussions over the phone, and so I thought it was safe to postpone it until Monday, and Monday went extremely smooth. I thought we had no issues, other than like Thursday stuff, but we're getting that worked out. But other than that, we had pretty good attendance. I thought it was nice to kind of see people come out and enjoy the water and enjoy the facility. And it actually turned out to be quite a nice day. So it was good for us to kind of have that type of weather on Memorial Day. And today it looks like things are going smooth as well. Today was our first session of swim lessons, group swim lessons, and they seem to be kind of going over pretty well so far. Private lessons have already started as well.
So all private instructors have already scheduled their lessons with their privates, and they're kind of getting that all squared away. Scuba starts on Saturday, and pretty much all of our programs are kind of hitting off, and we have a lot of people signed up for them, so that's good for us. So.
Any issues with staffing?
I mean, we're in a little bit of the winter. We kind of have a little bit of issues, but then here towards like closer we got to opening, we're just getting flooded with applications now. So now it's not an issue at all whatsoever. So
I saw something on the news last week. Getty Parks was big.
Yeah, it seems like that was kind of an issue, I think, for a lot of people, like not just like in Indiana, but I think across the nation and whatnot. But a lot of my kids, like what I have done is I have them reach out to their friends and people that they want to work with them. And we've gotten a lot of good employees that way, and it's really kind of worked well for us. So
and your numbers are okay for swim lessons?
Yes.
Kids are coming back?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I know we when we had our Zoom meetings, I don't know if you attended those last year or not, but we always try to, the board tries to thank the staff, especially the year we went through last year. The way you guys were able to keep that up, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, they all did a really good job. Super proud of them.
Since you're here in person, we'd like to express that gratitude.
Thank
It
you.
was a hard year for you guys last year. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Park report, Mr. Williams here.
Welcome back. You all have my report. If you got any questions, give me a shout. I'm still gearing up. I've got a couple more places open, positions that I could use some more. This year, it seems like I've got an awful lot of college kids coming in and they want to go on vacation. So make things a little tight, but other than that, just trying to stay on top of it, get ready for the Freedom Fest, and pickleball tournaments and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're going flowers this year for some.
Yeah.
Yep. This year they were 904 plugs going. Okay, you did wrong.
No, we buy the plugs and found it's cheap to buy the plugs and then give them to the nursery and they grow the plugs.
Well, I'd just like to say you're doing a fabulous job. Parks look amazing.
Pass it on.
They do. They look amazing. Nice and clean, and everything's pretty. And, yeah.
I just don't get it. You guys stay up on that. I know that's a job to stay up on those.
It's just growing season.
Okay. Anybody have anything else for Jim?
I think we're blessed to hire good people to lead here.
Yes, sir. It's all about the staff.
I talked to him the other day, there's a couple of young kids over at school, unsupervised. They never stop. I stopped and talked to them, told them they did a good job. That's the kind of people around this city.
Anybody else have anything for Jim? Okay, thank you, Jim. Next item on the agenda is the trail.
Line item A, RFPs, request for proposals were sent out to 3 different contractors over 2 weeks ago. Those 3 contractors were Globe Asphalt, Grady Brothers, and Case Construction. The RFP, they were sent all the drawings, the construction documents, and a narrative of the project as well. And then the return deadline was today at 4 o'clock for the proposals for the Northwest Annex connector. We received 1 back, which is fine because all of them were notified and given the chance to submit. Case Construction called me back straight away, letting me know that they wouldn't be able to do it because of their schedule. They're just booked. And then Grady Brothers was a non-submittal. So for your consideration, Globe Asphalt, for the project of the Northwest Annex Trail Connector. This is for the future path, which is roughly 1,800 linear feet. Installation of drainage pipe in certain drainage prone areas. 3-inch asphalt in regular surface areas, which is about 1,200 linear feet. And then also a permeable asphalt, which is about 511 linear feet. That is for we meet DNR requirements. That for a total of $182,700. The project has been earmarked to be funded by bond RDC. It's the Fry Road TIF district bond.
So we got one bid back.
Okay.
And you've reviewed the bid, it meets all the criteria.
It does.
Legal.
I actually have not seen it.
She's
but
It came an hour and a half ago.
Okay. Does she need to see?
Yes, it probably she'll help me with that language on legal's review.
Now, what's permeable asphalt?
Pour water on it. Water doesn't sheet drain off of it. It goes through. Looks like a rice tree.
Well, we approved this, should be on the condition that it's.
contingent on approval by the legal department.
Been a long time coming. It's been a long time. Feather in a cap. Good. Anybody have any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, I guess we need to a motion to approve the bid from Globe Asphalt for the Northwest Annex Trail connector. Contingent on approval from legal. For $182,700. So moved. Second.
Second.
Been moved by Mr. Dietrich, second by Mr. Burke. All those in favor, Mr. Burke.
Aye.
Mr. Dietrich. Aye. Ms. Kennedy.
Aye.
I also. Keep us updated on that. We're all very excited. We'll do. Recreation report.
It's a big week for the recreation department. Jeff has his last youth soccer game from the spring tonight. Summer camp started this morning. 129 kids participating in summer camp. Last check, I think we had about 114 to 115 present today. It's out at the Greenwood Middle School. Friday, we have Mud Day. We're doing it in 2 sessions. We're going to do it at 10 to 11 o'clock and then a 1 to 2 o'clock. And then on Saturday morning, it's the DNR Free Fishing Day, one of the 4 they have per year. And we're going to have park staff present from 9 to noon out at Freedom Park. So if you guys want to come fishing, the more hands the merrier. And then Saturday night, we have our first concert. So we're starting to get back to normal, which is nice.
Where's Bud Day?
Freedom Park.
Not having it over else.
Thought about it, right in the middle between the two. Just turn the irrigation on and leave it on the.
Looking for, eyes.
That's all I got.
Very excited to see the basketball.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. On Wednesday nights, we have 13 teams that play from 5:30 to 9, about 9:15, 9:45.
We're going to go there in our life.
Yeah.
It's great.
I think it's great that the Mud Day is really taken off like it has. I mean, who would have thought, right? Yeah. It's really turned into an event.
He just went down the big hill.
Sign a waiver.
You like Deer Creek back in the day during concerts when we'd slide down the hill.
Anybody have anything else for Nick? Okay, thank you, Nick. Field house report, Ricky.
The field house is coming along. I was over there earlier today for an office furniture meeting. And some notable things that you'll see, you guys check it out, will be the batting cages are in. They are installed. The main turf concrete has been poured, and also the west side metal panels are in. So if anybody would like a tour, I'm always available.
No issues with that pour on the concrete? That's a big pour.
Yeah, it was.
It's a big one.
I haven't heard any issues.
Let's move along and people on our side. If I contact you next week, can I possibly go through with the facility?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Did you get the golf simulator
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure you got that.
Somebody was very excited about that.
Perfect.
And he said, you're doing right.
All right.
Just so you know. Thanks, Ricky.
Hey, no problem.
Sorry, anyone have anything else for? Thanks. Community center report.
You guys have my report. It's nice to see everybody's faces.
Numbers are up, huh?
Well, compared to last year,
We could go down.
It'd be a little hard to go down.
Yeah, numbers look pretty good.
This is our slower time of year with the pool being open and the parks and stuff like that. So.
I'm sorry to jump back. Didn't you guys, I know you, what'd you say, you weren't open on Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, we didn't open on Saturday.
Didn't you post something about there was going to be staff there if anybody wanted to tour?
Yes,
Did you get any takers on that?
Not on the tour. No one actually asked for a tour, but we did have a lot of people come in for like season passes and stuff like that. But I did have my admission staff like ask them like, you know, do you want to go out? So there were actually I think there was one person that actually did take us up on the tour and we walked them around. But other than that, but we had a lot of people come in for season pass sales and stuff.
Anybody have anything else to share? I'll jump back there. Okay. Sure, thank you very much. COVID updates.
We don't have any more updates since the last meeting. We're still been vaccinated. You're not required to wear a mask. Of course, social distancing is encouraged in all of our facilities, Pretty Springs, Community Center, and our workplace as well. We forecast that to continue. We don't see any going backwards. I do foresee we currently have rental restrictions at Community Center. I foresee those being lifted very soon as well.
So, what's the? I don't know if you can do a quick synopsis of what's the plan for you. Is there going to be a reduced capacity?
I think you take a snapshot of the concert series, and I think it's essentially very close to what you're going to get for Freedom Festival. So it's signage, letting people know what the policies could be as far as masks, vaccinations, and then social distancing is encouraged.
I also want to make the board aware that it is likely that the governor will not extend the public health emergency after July 31st. So what that would mean is that there will be a change to the allowing us to have virtual hybrid meetings. So that's something to be aware of. We received, all the attorneys received an email indicating that might be the case. He may change his mind, but that's going to be where we're headed.
If he drops that, will the COVID updates drop off our agenda?
They can, if you guys, I mean, I think they're probably, it's already starting to get that expiring life cycle. So if you guys would like to continue to hear what we're doing as far as response to COVID, we keep it on there. But I think at this stage, I think we all know where it's going. So we can start to look at moving that.
It will mostly impact the types of things right now.
Will we still be making? It's too early to ask this. Will we still be making the meeting available to public?
We're not sure what.
So I know there's a cost.
Yes, there is a cost, and not all of the boards and commissions meet in the council chambers, so I think it will kind of depend what we're required to do. It is nice that have people be able to interact.
Even before COVID, that option for someone who doesn't, for whatever reason, doesn't want to. Transparency. Okay. Any other business from the public? Any other business from the park board?
Rob, did we get our transportation with the buses and everything installed with drivers and all that?
We're good for this year. Yes, we have drivers.
We'll have 4 as of tomorrow morning. So we will use Miller, the one Miller bus for the first 2 weeks and then add one school bus just because we were getting to the end of time. But then after the starting the 4th week of trips, because the 3rd week we have the Holiday World trip. And then the 4th week we'll just use straight all school buses. Greenwood school buses.
We have 12 months to figure out how to onboard this better for the drivers. See if we can accommodate them.
We're doing anything else. What's the status on the house on Front Road? I can't remember what Hampton Hall.
Yeah, we're working on it. Just, we keep hitting roadblocks on how bidding process of that, how that looks. It's not forgotten. Just trying to figure out the right direction.
Any idea? Anything will happen this year? Wasn't there money in the budget for that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's
Nothing else maybe carry over.
your carryover, or we find other uses for money towards that else.
Anything else from your mind? Sign the claim, everybody should have got a copy of that. See if I have any additions or corrections. Okay. Hearing none. And with no business coming to the board, this meeting is adjourned. Hello?